Alright guys, today we're making pit signs for race day. There's a lot that I gotta do. I'm gonna try and get it all done today, but it's unlikely. But let's get right into it. Alright, so I'm making two signs. One sign with it's gonna have like or I'm making it a cookie. Yeah, it's gonna be a cookie, but the one that I'm making right now, I want it like just one sign, and I want it to pivot, like no matter where I hold it, it stays flat. Or it'll make sense when I get it done, but what I'm thinking is putting bearings in here, like drilling a hole and then putting bearings in it. So I'm gonna drill out those holes real quick.
Okay.
I forgot to take the second pull out, so I drilled into the end of it. So it's whatever. So there you go. Then the sign will be on this side, and because it's in a bearing, no matter where it is, it'll always be facing up. So yeah, cool. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm gonna sand these down, and then I'm gonna sand the little board that I have, and I'm gonna spray paint them real quick. Alright, so I got the board sanded, two poles are sanded, I wiped them both off, so I'm going to spray paint them real quick. Alright, so I'm going to lay down a quick primer real quick. cardboard cutout. Right now it may not look like much, but in the very near future, it's gonna look like a cookie. It's gonna look like a cookie. But I think these have dried enough, so I'm gonna paint them blue. So yeah, let's get to it. Okay, so the wind picked up and it knocked down my board, and I was sanding it down to make it look a little bit nicer, and while I was doing it, I needed to drill a hole in it so I can actually attach it to my pole, and while I was drilling, it completely cracked in half. So I'm gonna need to get a new board, but before I do that, I'm gonna finish spray painting the rest of these poles. So to give my cookies some texture, I got this stuff. Hopefully just make it a little bit more detailed. I don't know what I'm really doing though, so I guess we'll learn together. Alright guys, well this is exactly why I tell you guys to not do what I do, and that I have literally no idea what I'm doing. So I sprayed this stuff on, and it was like a ton. I put both cans. It was basically half of the board, or the cardboard. So my phone dropped into the stuff, and then so I went to go wipe off my phone, and when I came back, this flew on top of my poles. I have the other one inside of it, but so I was originally gonna have this one as just the normal sign, but now that I have done this chaotic mess, I'm just gonna have this one as the cookie one now. So yeah. But I think my hands are a mess. So I think I'm gonna call it for a day. I might just leave everything out here as it is, and probably pick it up tomorrow. Alright guys, it's a new day. I'm hoping today goes a little bit smoother than yesterday, but it seems that it's very common for me to not have good days. So I'm gonna spray paint this one blue and then the outer one brown. So I'm gonna get to it. Alright, so that one is spray painted. Now I'm gonna wait till this dries, and I'm gonna get the other one and paint it brown. Alright, so while I wait for this to dry, I'm going to start putting PVC to reinforce the cookie. I cut a PVC pipe in half, and I'm going to lay one half one way and the other half the other way. And then I'm going to bolt it in. So should give it a little bit more support. Okay, so I have rethought this. So instead of putting like an X with the PVC pipe, I'm actually gonna slip the pole underneath that one, and then I'm gonna put the bolts on the pipe, and then bolt this down. So I'm probably gonna loosen that up. I'm gonna finish painting that, and then I will work on that. So I think I accidentally stopped recording the video, but so I finished painting the pole. I'm gonna do a little bit of touch up on it, and then wait till it dries, and then I'm gonna start doing this whole cookie thing. Alright, so I don't know what's happening. My phone keeps stopping recording for some reason. But don't worry, I'm eventually gonna upgrade to something better than an iPhone. But in the meantime, this is what I got, so I just gotta deal with it. So the pole, I did a little bit of touch up on it. The pole is dry enough to where I can slip it in, and then if I scratch or anything, I'll just paint it. Okay, so now my phone's overheating. So I threw it in the freezer for a few minutes. And hopefully that does something. But I got the pole in there. Everything's all bolted down. So I'm gonna flip it over and actually start painting the cookie. And I'll record as much as I can before my phone overheats or some other stupid thing happens. So I'll show you guys the end result if it stops somewhere. So let's get started. Okay, I swear my phone's trolling me. I either accidentally pressed it or it literally stopped recording immediately after I left. But I got it all spray painted brown. So there's still a couple spots that I need to hit, and then I'm gonna add some chocolate chips to it. All right, I'm not gonna touch it. Let's see what happens. I shook the bottle till it didn't rattle anymore. Which, I mean, there it goes. Alright, so I got my other poles set up. I already drilled the hole for the bearing in it, and it's literally the same process. I've already sanded it down and cleaned it off. I'm just gonna put primer on it and then the blue paint. So I've already showed you guys that, so I'm just gonna stick my phone in the fridge, and I'll come back when I'm ready to start doing the next step. Alright, before I stick my phone back in the fridge, I did get a new board, and this one isn't made out of plexiglass, so I shouldn't have any problem drilling into it, and it's a lot bigger, so it's a lot better for what I need. And painting it blue, I accidentally painted it blue. I'm gonna put the primer and then paint it white. So it's literally the same process. As soon as I get back to where I was yesterday, I'll bring you guys back. But for now, I'm gonna stick you guys in the fridge. Alright guys, so I got the primer on. All I have to do is let them sit and dry for a little bit, and then we can start putting the color on. Now these, I've already painted these blue before, so I mean you guys get the process, but I'm gonna paint this white. So once I'm done with these, I'll record all of this, you know, I guess different color, different process, I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna stick you guys back in the fridge now. Alright guys, it's now a few hours later. As you can see that it's now shady over here, but I got the poles both completely spray painted, and those are done. Then I also got the bolts and the bearings painted, so those are ready to be installed. And then I got the board right here all primered up, so I'm gonna move everything over out of the way, and then I'm gonna start spray painting this white. I'll be back to do the other side. So I've let it dry for like 20 minutes and it's still a little tacky, so I'm moving on to multitasking again, because that always goes really well. And I'm gonna finish spray painting the giant cookie, so I'm gonna go get that real quick. Alrighty. looks like a cookie. I don't know, what do you guys think? The one person that made it this far, tell me what you think. What do you think? Do you think would this be a cookie you would eat? Or is this something that you would look at and then throw in the trash? Oh man. Alright, well I'm gonna scoot this down a little bit and I'm gonna make the pole look a little bit better. Alright, so I'm gonna let this dry. Then I'm gonna flip it over and I'll do the back side of the cookie. And then kind of a similar thing on the pole. And that should be that done. Still waiting for our little sign to dry. But yeah, it's coming along. Alright, we're gonna do the back side now. So let's get to it. Alright, I moved the camera because the wind's blowing again, so I positioned it over here to see if it helps in any kind of way, but who knows? Who knows? So I think that's the cookie done. Just let it dry. Alright, so I masked this off. Okay, time out real quick. I guess I forgot to tell you guys while I was recording this, but the reason why I haven't recorded masking off the numbers is because I was using my phone to use as a reference on our car numbers. So because I was using my phone, I couldn't record it, so that's why. There's no recording of me masking it off. I haven't painted the other side yet, but because this took so long to dry and the sun's setting, I decided to mask it off, flip it over, paint the other side, and then once that dries, I then paint the whole thing blue. Or, yeah, something along those lines. But I painted the 3 white, just a coat over it, because it was not fun. The 3 was not fun to do, and it still doesn't look great, but it's good enough to work. So I'm probably just gonna do the same thing for the other numbers, just a quick coat of white paint over them, and then once that dries, flip it over, paint the other side white, and then paint it blue. And then at that point I'm basically done. I just have to put the bolt in onto the thing and then finish the cookie, which that's basically done. I just gotta take the masking tape off. That's probably had enough time to dry, so yeah, that's where I'm at. So I'm gonna quickly paint this white real quick and then flip it over and paint the rest. Kind of stupid, I realized, because I'm not putting the numbers on this side, I already painted it white. So the wind knocked my phone over and apparently it stopped the recording, so I got half of it painted, so let's just continue. Alright, I'm going to take it We'll let it dry in the sun. Alright, these are done. So just gotta take the masking tape off. Oh, and I'm also not putting a number on the other side. It'll just take forever to be worth. Not worth the time. But all right, I'll be back when this dries. All right, guys, I know what you're thinking. It's a disaster, and yeah, sure it is. But you just gotta remember that this is gonna be out in the elements, just used as a sign to tell our driver where to park. So that's good enough. So, it's all my paint. I think I had a bad reaction. I don't think the white paint was fully dry yet. I haven't fully decided yet whether I'm gonna fix it or not. Technically, it's done. Technically. So I'm gonna let it sit for a while. So yeah, I'll get back to you guys when that done's drying. So I did a little bit of touch up. So it's a little wet. But I think it's ready to be installed. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Why it's not going in, but it's not. Oh, I'm so glad it works. This needs to sit dry for a minute. I'm probably going to take off the masking tape for the letters tomorrow, just to make sure everything really dries and sets. Other than that, it's done. Alright guys, so just in case that this board can't handle the elements, I'm going to take the other half of that PVC pipe that I have and just bolt it into the bottom of this just to give it a little bit more strength. I guess. So I'm gonna spray paint the inside real quick, and then I'll well, first I'm gonna drill the holes, and then I'll spray paint the inside, and then once I get that dries, then I will bolt it on and then spray paint everything else. See? I want it easy. Man, I think I'm kind of stupid, because I literally said I was going to drill the holes before I painted it, but yet no holes and it's painted. So kind of stupid, but I'm going to drill the holes now. I want it easy. Alright, so I just got to drill the holes into the board and screw everything in and then paint it, and everything should be done. Gotta take the masking tape off still, but I want it easy. Stop and try it. I want it easy. I'm waiting. Tape off. I'm hoping this doesn't turn into a disaster. I want it easy. I'm waiting. I mean, it's upside down, but if you don't look at the 3 too hard, it actually looks kind of good. Alright, so now I'm going to put a clear coat over the whole thing, just to give it one extra layer. Okay. So I'm gonna let that dry, hit it again on the other side. Stick all the masking tape on it. So while I was recording this end bit, the air conditioning fan was on, and it was for some reason super loud, and you can barely hear me at all. So I'm just going to show you guys the video without the audio. But yeah, that was the cookie. That was completely finished. I think it turned out great. And then here's just the normal sign, which I also think turned out great if you don't look at the 3 hard enough. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to like and subscribe. You don't have to. If you don't want to, do whatever you want. And I got a couple other videos, you should go watch them. I think they're pretty good. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day.